This is a demo of 4 different ShearCAD functions. They're all pretty similar, so that's why we're doing them all together. First of all, let's talk about just a linear run of steel. So one run, number 4, 175 foot long. It says, oh, that's pretty long. Don't you want to split it? You specify the stock and lap length, and it splits that. And it says one run is, or one run lap this. One run is 4 40 footers plus the one short bar. Now we're going to do a line function. It's going to really achieve sort of the same thing. The line function, 175 foot, or we're going to say the span is 4 foot spacing. So that's going to give us 5 runs. So it's got a span of 4 foot, 12-inch spacing. And so you see 5, number 440, there's the first stock bar starting at the left, the next stock bar, the next, and finally the short bar, 22.8. So that's line. The line function, linear run of steel. The Grix function is like the grid function. So the grid function is the same bar size and same spacing each way. So the Grix function, Grix, is a little more flexible in that you can have 2 different bar sizes each way or 2 different spacings each way. So again, this is going to do a mat of bars. Well, this is like the line function, but it's going each way over a rectangle. You have more than one layer if you wanted. If you leave it empty, it's going to do the one layer. Okay, so 24 runs to cover this rectangle. Short bar 37.2. The verts, it's going to be 20 vert runs. There's your 40 footers. And there's the short bar, 7.8. We're going to call this out here. Oh, not a good typist. Let's get it right. Okay. Grix function test. Okay. Here's a nice text call out with boxes and total weight. By the way, you can do a bar list. You could do a whole bar list and drop it in a drawing if you wanted. And of course, at the end of this, you probably want to do a bend schedule when you're done with your release. Okay, we've been having the ShearCAD, we've been giving the dimensions and having it draw it. We have a pre-drawn rectangle, and we're going to actually pick it. You see how it says PD for picking? 5 PD, which means we want to pick the rectangle. We don't want to tell it the dimensions. It knows the dimensions, 102 foot 2, 58 foot 1. So like many functions in ShearCAD, you can either give the dimensions of the rectangle and have it draw it, or you can pick a rectangle, a pre-existing rectangle in your drawing. Okay, so there's our second Grix function test. Let's pick a different style call out, slightly different. Okay, here's another function, vary function. Vary function is, say, bars that are changing by a certain increment, changing in length, varying evenly. So we're going to go 5DD because we want ShearCAD to draw the outline of the shape and draw the bars in it. So you got bars from 10 foot to 22 foot. Let's change that. We'll make it longer. 60 foot to 70 foot. They get a little lapping in there. Span is 80 foot, 4 foot spacing. So it doesn't draw every bar. You could draw every bar if you wanted. It's a ShearCAD setting, but it just draws 3. And then, so there it is. You got your 2 stock bars, and then you lap with, finally with the short bar. 32.8, it's getting shorter there. Okay, let's call this out. Vary function test. Here's a format we haven't used yet. Well, those are the bars in order. You might want to leave it that way. You know, it's showing the bars in order. If you wanted to condense that, you could always click on Sort and accumulate the lines. If you do that, it's going to create a shorter callout. In this case, I should have turned off the note. The note doesn't make a lot of sense since we sorted and accumulated those bars. But there's a place in the callout choices there where you could turn off that note. And that's the end of our ShearCAD line, grid, Grix, and Vary functions demo.